Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. This, of course, the Saitama Stadium looking so intimidating with the crowd close to the pitch, so much like classic European stadia. We have already started here. Rijkaard cuts it out, looking for the runner. And no, that was never going to make it. And here's Messi. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And here's Platini. Now it's Seedorf. Lionel Messi's heroics in the Middle East still very fresh in our minds, Jim.
They are. 7 goals, and deservedly the player of the tournament.
Pirlo! Vieira.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Seedorf. Now it's Messi. That is good alertness. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still...
Can he put it away? Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Messi goes short. Oh, that was vital. Urawa Reds are looking to go forward now. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Tomiyasu spots it and intercepts. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Passes short and sharp. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep, looking for the run. And that is expertly dealt with. Oh, well played, well played. That's a little off target. Neither side yet able to find the net. Platini. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Messi. Hullet. Hullet was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Messi! In he goes again! That's a half-decent try.
Hullet had only the seemingly easy task of hitting the target with the keeper wrong-footed, and he made a mess of it.
And he's intervened well there. He could be in here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, they can break here. Messi. Seedorf. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Pirlo. Looking for options for movement. Hernes.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira does well to stand firm and defend it. Now there's a fine ball. Hernes. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. No, he's had it taken off him. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And the first half is done. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And the action is back underway.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Messi. Urawa Reds have reclaimed it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he's picked out the run. Seedorf. Nicely aimed pass. Nicely spread.
Look, it's a run defences dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Urawa Reds needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And here's Platini. Now the finish! They've scored! There is the breakthrough!
Bullet very cleverly provided the return ball there, and it made all the difference in the creation of that goal. I don't want to take anything away from the finish, but the pass was really key.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned. Oh, he's onto this. Platini. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi chasing after it. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Vieira. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. No, it's not getting there. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Platini. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Messi. Seedorf. Messi. Platini. Oh, that's well done, really robust. The pass has gone astray. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Ronaldinho, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He has found a way through. He's got tall. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Platini actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
No way through.
That's good play from him.
Interesting ball. And it's Ronaldinho.
That's what has to be done now. No question about it.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Martinez. Cruyff. Cruyff!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's through here. Oh, he's bustling through here. And the shot! Goal! 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. That's a pretty loose pass. And there's green grass ahead of him. Platini. Real chance! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, that ought to have wrapped it up, Peter. He may well regret that, you know.
Defending was strong and firm. Now it's Messi. Platini. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Chance! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
"3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Ball is over the line. Great ball if he can get there. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
And Martinez sticks it away.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Urawa Reds give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. And that will be the final act. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here.
Clarence Seedorf is good enough to mix it up there with the best on the planet.
In practically every position.
Yeah, he can perform a whole number of roles in keeping with that Dutch trait of total football.
Oh, shooting chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Platini is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, smashing header! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forward.
That could spell trouble. Oh, just skips past his man. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Hazard going full steam ahead down the left flank. And he's been shifted off it. Short changes him with that pass. And here's Bellingham. Hazard steaming on goalwards. And he's there to retrieve it. Araujo. Bellingham. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he was alert to it. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, good-looking ball. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And here's Platini. Platini going face-to-face with his great rival. There's a quick free kick. Vieira. That's good running with the ball. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Fires it in low. Bergomi gets good distance on it. Bellingham. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Hullet. Out of play for a goal kick. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Oh, he's in! And he's lost his man here. Shot a goal! He scores! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Araujo. Oh, easy pickings there. Hernes. Well, that has not gone well. And he's managed to get rid. Well, they've got it again. Platini. And here's Hullet. Passing nice and neat.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Now it's Messi. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Platini. There will be a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And it's Seedorf. Driving forward. Pull it. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Rodri with the clearance. So what can they make of this? Platini. And he was quick to react. Well, that is one way to stop him. And he's picked out the run. So much time and space here. No. And we've reached half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Hernes. And it's Hullet. Bellingham powering forward here. And here's Mbappe. Hazard. Here's chance! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Messi. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. He can get that clear. Pull it. And here's the chance to counter. Platini. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. To Thuram. Great defending, strong and determined. Strong running down that left flank. Driving on and making good progress. Now it's Bellingham. Oh, what a... And the finish! Yes! And surely that settles it.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
A case now of complete control. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Hullet looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience.
He's had it! Goal! They're back within reach!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Madrid trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. They get a throw in. Zanetti. Aim forwards. And here's Hullet. Eto. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Eto.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Moved on forwards. And claimed it back swiftly. Valverde, brilliantly cut out.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Neymar going full tilt down the left. Very nicely done. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a... He's got the shot away! He's scored! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Collar! Araujo with the clearance. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Eto. Nicked it back promptly. Now can he find a finish? That's really well cleared. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. Hits one! And he's forced to go back. Zanetti. And here's Eto. And here's Bellingham. Vieira. Zanetti. Picked out brilliantly. It's Eto! It's in! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Madrid are having a ball here.
No doubt as to who has the momentum.
And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? That's at the end. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. He's found a way through, comes under pressure and it's come loose. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Great chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
No way through. Decent hit! This time, surely! No, not quite. And it's Lam.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And here's Platini. Seedorf. That's a pretty loose pass. Philip Lahm, Jim Beglin, one of the greatest fullbacks ever, perhaps.
Oh, without doubt, Peter. He's definitely in that category when it comes to legendary players. I don't think I've seen someone as adaptable, as dependable, both going forward and having to get back too. Plus, he's got that excellent leadership he's always displayed, and he's won everybody's respect.
Yeah, and once described by one of the world's greatest managers as the most intelligent player I ever coached. Vieira, and that's been intercepted. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads, and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
And here's Messi. Seedorf hits one! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Thuram picks it up from the goal kick. Seedorf. And it's Messi. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Seedorf. Messi. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. No, that's been intercepted. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Gnabry. He's got tall. And that has been cleared. Now it's Messi. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, that's an excellent interception. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, it's come loose. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game now to turn it into a stranglehold.
Seedorf. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nesta. Seedorf. Lam. Gnabry. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So, what can they make of this? And it's Gnabry. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Bellingham. He's beaten the last man. Now it's Messi. And he welcomes it in. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Now it's Bellingham.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Bullet touches it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Gnabry. And he's picked out the run. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. This to go one up. One 0. Never any doubt. Not much more than a formality.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout. Here we go again then.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Rodri. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Collier. And he's chosen to go back. Bellingham. Oh, this looks sharp. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's cut it out. Seedorf. Gnabry. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Lahm. Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Lahm. Lahm got a long way forward to join the attack. Not the most accurate pass. Now that's well seen too. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Tomiyasu, very much a man of this moment. Hernes. And it's Seedorf. Rodri makes the interception. Vieira. Just about up to the hour now. Oh, that's well spotted. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. There could be trouble here. Lahm. And it's Seedorf. Vieira. It's Seedorf. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Messi. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Hernes. Platini. And Messi! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
That's what has to be done now. No question about it.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
That was always going to be the keepers. Platini could move up a gear here. That's a little off target. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Vieira. Bellingham. Seedorf. Now it's Bellingham. Gnabry. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
This might spell danger.
Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Bellingham. And the counter is on. Platini. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Collier. Hernes.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Seedorf. And here's Gnabry. Bellingham. And it's Lahm. Good read, needed to be.
Milan certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Messi. Maldini. Forwards and with intent. Bellingham.
Gnabry really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Bellingham. Bellingham.
Footballing width usually identifies with running.
And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
That's a fairly demoralising loss. They hardly threatened, and this was about as insipid as it comes.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And this place is living up to its reputation as one. Up he goes! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
What a great header. Got plenty on that.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Delivers across. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And here's Hullet. Passes short and sharp. Messi. Chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And it's been taken short. Shot a goal! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. White. Well, that has not gone well. Referee's given a throw. Rodri attempts a clearance. And it's Eto. Seedorf. White makes the interception. White looking to penetrate opposition lines. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Eto. Oh, super find. And the shot! They've scored! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
And here's the chance to counter. Oh, nicely intercepted. Moved on forwards. It's Vieri! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
He's picked his way through. Hullet with a fine tackle. He won't be happy with that one. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Vieri, and he's onside. White puts the ball in.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Seedorf. Vieira proves too strong. Vieri! Oh, it's come loose. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Haaland chasing after it. Taken back almost at once. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And now the breakaway. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Hullet. Hernus. And here's Hullet. And he's on his way!
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
He's got tall. Firm header just off target.
He did so well there. It's just a shame about the accuracy.
And the first 45 minutes are up. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. And we are up to the break.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
So both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. So once again, we're underway. And it's played forward. Seedorf.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Now it's Eto'o. Oh, that's fabulous.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Aim forwards, and here's Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp, and he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's there to get it away. And here's Hullet. It's Eto'o! He's done very well to get to that.
Eto'o clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
This their second corner of the game. Hullet goes short. Gets good distance on it. Platini. And here's Eto'o. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Lam. Platini. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Platini. And the counter is on. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Hullet. Oh, he's onto this. There's the shot! Cleared without hesitation. In for a header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
And the keeper beats it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Bale. That is a great pick out.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they're back on the ball again. Collar. Messi. Bale. And that's gone loose. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And he's in on goal. Header! Harmlessly behind.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
He can get that clear. And it's Azar. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, that's a fine interception. Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Looking for the run. Messi. That is lovely. Lam. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Lam got a long way forward to join the attack. Driving on and making good progress. Messi! And that could come back to haunt them.
Makes you think, Peter, they could have been doing this earlier. Still, it's encouraging.
He is... Oh, what has happened here? He is just caressing the ball. Rijkaard clears. Bale. Oh, look! Bale! Oh, the ball... And another try! Really well taken goal. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Collar at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been...
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. It really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. We have already started here. And here's Messi, in with a header! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. That is a great pick out.
They don't come much harder, Peter, than Giuseppe Bergami, and I can tell you that from personal experience.
Traditional Italian.
Even his handshake is hard, but a level setter when it comes to discipline and organisation, not to mention his leadership qualities.
Don't argue with him. Messi. Oh, good-looking ball. Rummenigge. Messi. Messi. Now it's Eto'o. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hernes. Bergami succumbs to the pressure. Quarter of an hour played. No way through. And Hullet! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And it's been taken short. And now they can clear their lines. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bale, a player who needs no introduction. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Eto'o. Oh, he's found support out wide. Czech deals with it effortlessly. So it is still 0-0. Seedorf. And here's Eto'o. And it's Messi. Messi! It's loose and there's a... Oh, he's been caught napping! Opts to play it back.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Oh, this looks sharp. Seedorf. And here's Eto'o. Brilliantly cut out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Great ball if he can get there. He's free. Real chance! There it is! The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, talking about being hit on the break, the ball was in their net before they could even organise their defence. It was fast and furious, and all but unstoppable.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Bale. And the pass is intercepted.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Eto'o. And it's Messi. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, great chance! Seedorf showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, he's been caught on it here! And he's heaved it away, taken back almost at once. Messi. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And here's Eto'o. Messi. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Vieira. Out to the right. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0. Some first half thoughts?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Now it's Bale. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, that has not gone well. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, well played, well played. Seedorf. And the counter is on. And that could set him on his way. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, this is a shot at goal! Oh, that's neat. Platini. Backward it goes. Turns and goes back. Vieira getting this one clear. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Bale.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's shifting through the gears here. Thuram. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Now this could be a chance. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And the shot! He's scored! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner. Unstoppable.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
He's had a hit! Oh, what has another go!
Well, they're definitely intent on winning it, and they've come close. Just wondering how many more chances they can have. One, maybe two, realistically.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So what can they make of this? Now it's Hazard. He has found the way through. Has a goal! It's a goal! Into the lead once more.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Oh, this is fully deserved for me because they've shown great heart and spirit. It's there to win from here, or dare I say, throw it away now.
Some good work on the right flank here. And that is out of play. He's had a shot! Defending of the desperate variety.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Vieira. Passing nice and neat. I think we're just about done here. Good running, strong and purposeful. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. And there's green grass ahead of him. Goes in for the header! And one more try! Mbappe! It's there! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here, the followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. We have already started here. Now it's Eto. Oh, he's found support out wide. Bullet! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
What do you think now about that goal?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Nicked it back promptly. Roberto Baggio. Rummenigge. Great chance! Oh, that was venomous. And it's Messi. Bellingham. Nice interception, well timed. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Short changes him with that pass. Eto. Platini. Maldini. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Platini. And it's Eto. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And here's Hullet. Bellingham, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Little pass back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Messi. Thinks one through. Hullet. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Platini. And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, nice touch. Eto. Oh, that was vital. Bellingham, who needs just a moment to score a goal. No, that's been intercepted. Maldini. Well, that is one way to stop him. And he's managed to get free. Maldini. Schmeichel, will they claim to that? Kyle Walker.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Busquets.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Walker kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Platini. He's played him through. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision making and a weak execution.
Messi. Vieira gets over and intercepts. Now there's a fine ball. Seedorf. Now this could be a chance. Platini, who does have an assist to his name. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bellingham. Pass is just off target. Platini. Messi. He has found the... Can he finish? A really close shave and the last action of the first half. So the team's still separated by one goal, but it should be very different.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Barcelona could counter here. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
お疲れ様です。
お疲れちゃん。ちょっと待ってね。ねえ、見えない。
Roberto Baggio. And it's Hullet. And that is exemplary defending.
Some inspired work that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
And Hullet! Just sails past the upright.
Oh, and it's such a good effort, and maybe the target really should have been hit.
Bellingham. Rummenigge. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Can he get away here? Eto'o. Now the finish! He scores! And this is getting better and better.
The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Great defending, strong and determined. Platini charging forward, the ball at his feet. Bellingham. Now it's Hullet. Messi. Now it's Eto'o. To Thuram. That's a little off target.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Seedorf. Big chance!
危
Surely
ね
now
え。
they are well and truly out of sight.
今日は仕事なの。
And they are pulling clear here. It is a good finish. The odds were against him.
マジで勝てんのよな。
今日は3時から仕事してます号泣。
しゃあないな。今日はうち行くの。じゃあ2日間うち行けなかったから。 なんか買ってきたの？東京とか行って。
会場でグッズのガチャ回してきました。
うんうんうん。ランペ好きになった？もういい歌だよな。
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands.
ライブ見て圧倒されてファンになりましたね。激レアのクッション当てたんで猫にあげました。
そうなの？生はマジでいいからね。
Yokohama F. Marinos with the corner. They're first.
エッチとライブは生が好き。
And he's managed to get rid.
人生初のライブだったので。
あ、そうなの？
Now it's Hullet. And smartly reclaimed.
鳥肌って感じだね。演出もいいし。
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defense into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
Thuram. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. That's been cut out, well played. Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams.
隣の女がうるさくてやばかったです。
そう
なの？
That is decidedly lacking.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Roberto Baggio. Oh, easy pickings there. Platini. Platini. He's gone forward.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
とか。
何？とかってどういうこと？
So it is still 0-0. Rummenigge. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. He saw the danger. There's the hit! There it is!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
とりあえずずっと規制発してました。
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Maldini. Possession football, Jim. We're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide.
周りの客も笑ってましたよ、わらわら。
Everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple.
いい思い出やん。
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
そんなやつもいたなっていう。
And now they can spring out of defense. That's a lovely, neat pass. Pull it. Bellingham. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Forwards and with intent. And it's Messi. Rummenigge. Now it's Hullet. Can he finish? He scores! A quite incredible
心残りはアペタイトですね。
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that.
え、アペタイトはやってたんじゃないの？
So that's two now without reply.
あれ、アペタイト
seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
猫が焼きそば好きじゃないか。
Nobody
え
else to help out there.
Platini. Stojkovic.
確か定休日でした。
Lovely bit of skill. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Ah, quality deserves
水曜
them
日
when
定休日
they
多す
really
ぎ
need
だよ
them.
な。
Now it's Messi. And the shot! They are rampant! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
That looks like a preconceived
Gets
plan.
into
Win the ball and then unleash.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Pull it. And here's Forlan. Platini. Robert shapes to shoot!
アペタイトもうまいしな。あがら、ラーメンだったらマジあがら食ってほしかったわ。絶対うまいね。
And it's a poor one. And that's
和歌山ラーメンってなんだよと思って食べたらマジでうまかった。
That's a lovely neat pass.
ラーメンショーとか出てるぐらいだ
It's
から
going
な。
to be another throw. Out again for a throw in. And here's Seedorf. Roberto Baggio just eases him off the ball. Bellingham. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So no shortage of thrills, no shortage of fireworks, but all very one-sided. We appear perhaps headed for a cricket score at this rate, unless there is a significant change in fortune. It is 3-0 at half-time.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Really has. Roberto Baggio! Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Platini. For Messi. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. No way through, so he's had a shot! He scored! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge.
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Pull it. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Lahm. And Stojkovic. And here's Forlan. And they win it back again. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Hullet. Lahm. Now that looks a decent ball. Forlan. pull it. And he's picked out the run. Decent hit! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Messi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. And here's Forlan. Roberto Baggio! To recover this. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
もう4点差でさ、そんな選手交代してどうすんのマジで。時間の無駄やん。バレンガ
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Cantona. Maldini looking to penetrate opposition lines. Collar. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Messi. Cantona. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Messi. And it's Lam. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's found a way through. It's gone out for a throw-in.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's been picked. Tries a shot! And he hits the net! And so clear that one side are so much better. The scoreline entirely justified.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Collar! Lam.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And that could set him on his way. And he hits one! It's gone in, and it is an own goal!
ギブアップ知らないのかな
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one. Shifted upfield. Maradona. Haaland proves just a little bit too strong.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Well, he's hit it long, but astray. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. There's a quick free kick. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Bellingham. And here's Maradona. Vieira deals with that comfortably. And the referee brings it to a close. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Easy game とか言うなよ。大変な BGM。これだけ始まった。
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. And already we're underway here. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rummenigge. Oh, well played, well sorted out. He's going to be disappointed with that. Rummenigge. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
I think it goes without saying, Peter, that Michel Platini will be standout here.
Yeah, a man, of course, who's been idolised by so many, but bettered by almost no man.
Yeah, maybe other players can do it on their day, Peter, but with this fella, he could do it repeatedly. He did it over and over again. It's because he had a wonderful understanding of the game and an incredible ability to read things before everyone else.
And he did it all with style and pizzazz. Oh, smashing header! It's there! Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
That's terrific aggression, the way he attacked the ball.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Collier. Now it's Rodri. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Platini. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rummenigge. Now it's Messi. Gavi.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And here's the chance to counter. Platini going face-to-face with his great rival. Played back in. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball.
It's a mighty effort! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Out to the right. Gavi. Here's Rodri. It's a good ball out wide. Figo. He's had it taken off him. Somewhat off target. And it's Figo. He is through here. He gets big. Oh, it's fallen loose again. They've done it.
キモすぎや。
And with that goal comes comfort. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off? Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
That is out and behind. It's a good block.
Changement. Le numéro 24.
It's their second corner of the game.
Le numéro 14.
Oh, well played, well played. Decent hit! They are rampant! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the
なん
next
で前
goal.
ボールじゃない
When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Rodri. And that's another throw. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Figo. Gavi. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Well read, and the danger is averted. Neymar. He's picked his way through.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Up he goes! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Some resolute defending there. Collier. Played back towards his own goal.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Gavi is always scanning the pitch for targets. Maldini gets across to intercept. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So no shortage of thrills, no shortage of fireworks, but all very one-sided. We appear perhaps headed for a cricket score at this rate, unless there is a significant change in fortune. It is 3-0 at half-time. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
Now this could be a chance. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
Rodri. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's a really well-measured ball. Gets his pass away. Spread neatly. He's got away. Vigo crosses. Defending of the desperate variety. Messi. No, again there's no way through. Maldini.
なんでそっちまでパス行くの？マジ意味わかんない。
Neymar has found the net here, of course. It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
And it's Neymar. Engages and forces him off the ball. That is good alertness. Played out towards the right wing. Vigo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. So we've reached the hour mark. Looking tidy in possession here.
Kohler really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He has found the way through. Rodri gets in to thwart him. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Back into the middle. Oh, that's well spotted.
今のコースフリットに行かないんだ。
Messi. And he's whipped it across. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Lahm. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Gavi. Over to the left. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Collier. Some really good ball movement. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Keeper's dealt with that. And he gets rid in a hurry. Oh, he's been caught napping. There's the shot. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Lahm gets it away. Into the last quarter of an hour. Vieira did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Gavi. And it's Vieira. Threads one in. Neymar. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's an Excellent interception. Thuram with the clearance. And he skips past his man. Oh, that's fabulous. Collar. Neymar. Brilliantly cut out. Seedorf. Pullet.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Figo. Rodri. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Figo. Can he finish? It's there!
modna.
Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.